Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and greetings to our doctor, Associate Professor in Senior TS Dr. Kumaran Kadir Gama. This is the presentation for Engineering Management and Safety for project presentation, the title Project Manager of Nokia. The group member for this project is first me, Muhammad Ashraf Kumar bin Arwin, matric number MA19126. Second, Muhammad Badrul Amin bin Razak, matric number MA19082. Three, Muhammad Zairul Izam bin Yunus, matric number MA19141. And the last one is Alif Aiman bin Yusuf, matric number MA19074. Uh, For introduction of this project, we are working in a Finland electrical and electronic company called Nokia Corporation. The Nokia Corporation is a multinational corporation that designs, develops, markets, and sells mobile communication devices. The four divisions that make up Nokia are the mobile phone division, the multimedia division, the enterprise solution division, and the network division. The mobile phone division deals with the distribution of mobile telephones and other wireless voice and data products to both consumer and businesses. Mobile game consoles, home satellites, system, and cable TV sets top box are among the products that may be purchased through the multimedia division. Following the successful completion of our degrees, we were offered a position in Nokia Group as an engineer, and after having worked as uh, engineer in Nokia for close to 8 years, we have been given the opportunity to serve as project manager for one of the new endeavor. They are concentrating on the next generation of smartphone. The objectives of this presentation and project is first, to create a low energy ecosystem, second, to apply a suitable strategies in making new products, and three, to utilize acquired engineering management skills in practical settings. The scope for this project is Nokia is working on a new smartphone design, and to compete in today's increasingly saturated market, a cutting-edge new smartphone need to be developed. To this end, we must formulate an appropriate approach in light of what we have studied in BMM 3023 Engineering Management and Safety in University Malaysia Pahang. Our team was tasked with creating a smartphone that exceeded expectation in every way for our clientele, including but not limited to design, cost, performance, efficiency, and after-sales support. The feasibility of an investment in our team may be determined by the outcome. And to begin, we must define the steps involved in managing a project. Then we can compare the outcomes of progressing the smartphone by using the appropriate strategy in the strategic management process, calculating the amount required in recruiting new workforce, and measuring the return of investment or profit for the corporation from this project. In order to determine which series is more profitable for the business, our team must also give the net present value or NPV in this project. And at this point, we've had to do some serious data crunching and design for some very advanced smartphone hardware and software. We will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashraf, for the presentation. Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Zari Jambilus. So I will go through with chapter 2. So the first is smartphone background. IBM introduced the first commercial smartphone in 1994. Simon Personal Communicator despite its big and unsightly form, its pioneer key smartphone functionalities. The SPC was the first touchscreen smartphone. It also sent and received email and fax. It had a calendar, contact manager, and appointment schedule. It has standard and predictive stylus keyboard. This made it the world's first smartphone. So, smartphone model and competitor. The first model is Nokia Model 8 Pro. So, Nokia Model 8 Pro costs 5,999 ringgit and has Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 CPU, 12 gig of LPDDR5 RAM, and 256 gig of UFS 3.1 storage. Vivo and Z say it designed in vintage looking. The phone is exclusively available in black. MediaTek Dimensity 9000 is the CPU, and the screen has two speakers, 5G wireless Bluetooth 5.2 NFC, USB 2.0 Type-C, and USB 3.0 are also included. The Nokia Model A Pro box is bigger and feature more than comparable box. Back of the phone has hole for front-facing camera. Pre-applied screen protector are a pleasant feature, unlike on the Google phone. The rest of the back is coated with AG fluoride glass, which feels safety move. So next is Model X. So Nokia Model X sport a 6.7-inch screen and cost 1,549 ringgit ke 1440p LTPO OLED display. So it matches the S32 Plus and Pixel 6 Pro 29 aspect ratio and 120 refresh rate. So Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 power by Nokia Model X. The Model X 5000 battery is super. This gadget is high performance model, 1440p screen resolution always on display, and 4K video recording. Before its release, the Model X was only authorized for version 4G. So Model X is made of aluminum and Gorilla Glass. So it mimicking Samsung by combining the camera bar and side rail. So Nokia Model X is IP68 certified, but the unclocked version is. So next is the Model S. Nokia Model S costs 2,599 ringgit and has superb material, design and performance. Nokia Model S charged in 40 minutes. 50 megapixel Samsung GN2 1 over 1.12 inch CMOS sensor. So the sensor periscope, zoom and autofocus ultra wide. Nice image, front and back camera required different equipment. Nokia Model S 6.81 inch AMOLED screen 120 Hz in 1440p. So it has a 480 Hz touchscreen Snapdragon 888 and up to 12 gig RAM. Hammer speaker has sound wave sharp grills, big ear camera bump. The highlight is stitch field. So triple camera LED and sensor of screen camera wide finder are possible. So the manufacturing process of the smartphone. So first is a prototype. First the board depict and then provide the proposal. The team begin with a prototype. Appropriate person can modify this model. Next, the OS is checked. The electronic engineering team determine the phone CPU and RAM. Choose a battery power, high resolution display. Include both camera install part or test. If satisfied, higher up approve the phone. So the install software. The smartphone software must be fixed. The phone OS is fixed. The electronic team equipment must be compatible for OS stability. Many specialists test it to ensure its function as planned. Mass production begin after winning design has hardware and software. At this point, updating the functioning prototype may be tough. So next is testing follows. Before manufacture, the handle gadget undergoes quality, performance, and other tests. The hardware and software have been tested, drop ban, and water tests are used to evaluate its functioning. And then commercialization. Start mass production component might be in-house or outsourced. Positivity, positive or bad a company release date late might be. New device is popular for unproduced model may be low the film rating. Mass-produced quality test model. OEM can accomplish this. Assembling phone, Amazon, Apple, Xiaomi, and Nintendo and Foxconn customers. Shenzhen produce most. Prism may touch iPhone disassembly. Then we pair after testing the mobile gadget spec, the handset together with any additional component and the user handbook is packaged for distribution. Shipment conclude the process. The phone are packed and dispatched to distributors, stockists, and store worldwide. The store gives the phone to the end consumer. So the material selection, first the body. Nokia phone are plastic. Polymer composite use a metal resin to join the reinforcement bundle. This chapter discuss the polymer resin composite. This polymer with glass fiber offer low cycle times, 16 to 70 degrees service temperature and expensive glass fiber and research component. So the chapter cover the thermoset and thermoplastic autopolymer, composite chemistry, polymerization properties, product and attribute. So the next is screen. So we use the glass Victus, the Tussle Gorilla Glass yet, with significant improvement in both draw and scratch performance. For the first time ever in the Gorilla Glass family, Gorilla Glass Victus survived drop onto hard rough surface up to 2 meters. So next is sensor. Nokia smartphone sensor, which sensor convert motion or gravity acceleration into voltage. Second sensor detect light like human eyes. Barometer measure pressure, and gyroscope sensor keep its pace. Proximity sensor detects object without touching them. So next is Android. Android 12 is the newest Android feature visual and functional update. To update Android 12 phone. It has less privacy than material. Updating the Android 12 like 11, Xiaomi, Oppo, Vivo, Nokia, Realme, OnePlus, and Asus announced that Android 12 beta smartphone. Android 12 vanilla beta are available for non-pixel users. So Android 12 is different. So this company announced MIUI 12.5. Then Galaxy S21 got Android 12.1 UI for beta. And then for the processor is the faster Qualcomm CPU, that is Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Boost performance while saving battery, Gen 1 wasn't sluggish. Heat and power usage were very best. Qualcomm promised a 10% performance gain and 30% less CPU power. By 2021, Cortex X2 with matched Snapdragon X70 clock speed. The original at Gen 1 X2 run at 3.0 GHz. Prime, Gold, and Silver all have 3.2 GHz, 3, 2.5, and 1.8 GHz. So that's all for me. I will pass to my friend Badrul Amir for the next presentation. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Badrul Amin bin Razak and my metric number is MA19082. Okay, now we'll present about chapter 3, which is analysis. First, definition of a project. Simply said, a project is a set related activities with common endpoint. Our project's success depends on the combined effort of every team, member and organization involved. Therefore, it is crucial that we are familiar with the procedures, strategies, and services that will allow our project to succeed. Defining a project involves several stages, which is we can see this the flowchart for the project. First step is start the project to succeed. Then the goal is defined as a project scope, and then a project priority, the work breakdown structure WBS, and then we need to integrating the WBS with the organization, then coding the WBS and finish. Okay, next, project management process. Project management process has a 5 phases that must be known and understood by project management. The phase is initiation, planning, production, execution, monitoring and controlling, and closing. For initiation, when we start a new project, we first define its goal, scope, and other key aspects. Second, planning. The project scope is defined. The project deliverable and requirement are outlined, and the project schedule is created. Third, execution. Execution refers to the process of carrying out the project plans, which occurs repeatedly rather than all
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alif Aiman bin Yusuf, MA 19074, and today I will continue for my part, which is the result and discussion. For the result and discussion, first for the introduction, here we'll dissect the financial portfolio approach in order to enhance the quantitative analysis portion of the strategic management procedure. With this technique, we can calculate the payback time, ROI, and PV in under 4 years, assuming an annualized rate of return of ROI of 15%. As you can see from the table below, this is for financial portfolio. In the table, you have two model, which is the Nokia Model A Pro and Nokia Model X. For the Nokia Model A Pro, is priced for starting price if
For the recommendation for this project, first, The content of the manufacturing processes should be included in the suggestion for this project. We must first create the product based on customer expectations and current global demands, and then apply the ideas of drawings and wind frames, taking into consideration numerous variables such as design components, functionalities, and other small details that must be addressed. And next one is the most significant elements to examine are ranking, sources, reporting, and portfolio management. We must also learn how to determine the amount of profit we will get after the things have been sold and advertised. In order to increase the product's quality in the next year, we also need to do an efficient reporting system, such as the distribution of feedback forms to clients and consumers. As a consequence of this idea, our company will be more stable and have better work management in the future. For the conclusion, we are able to take advantage of the knowledge that a company is offering about how to manage a project in order to get a project manager for this new project that will center on smartphone. We are also able to evaluate and ascertain the fundamental management of net present value, rate of investment, and yearly rate of return thanks to the information that has been supplied to us. In addition, we are able to determine which series is more advantageous in the context of current growth analysis to compute the uniform yearly expenses that correspond to that series. If we employ these strategies carefully throughout the planning phase of the project, we will be able to forecast how the project will turn out. In addition, we are confident that our strategies will result in a profit for the firm while simultaneously promoting a spirit of friendly competition and productive atmosphere in the workplace. That is all from our group.